Hello again and welcome to today's guitar lessons. This is video 4 and our final video of our 30-day challenge on sweep picking. So in video 1 we looked at some 5-string sweeps, which was C major and A minor, and we also broke down our method of practicing these sweeps and also our techniques, so things like releasing the fingers after playing each note and how to actually sweep across the strings rather than picking the notes individually or strumming. So I do recommend, if you've joined this lesson a bit late, I'm not going to really be breaking down the technical aspect of sweep picking in this lesson, we're just going to be going through the exercises. So if you want to go through how to go through the mechanics of sweep picking, how you should be practicing it, I'd recommend going back to video number 1 and just going through the mechanics. There'll be links to that in the top corner of this video as well. So in this lesson we're going to basically be going through all of the sweeps that we've gone through throughout this series. We're going to be putting them together into a chord progression for you to try and play along with. This should help you to get between the shapes and start mixing up your timing. So for example, we have done some that were in triplet feel and we've done some that were in 16th note feel, and getting between the two can be a little bit tricky at first, so that's why I've put them together in this sequence so that you can get used to going between the two different timings. So please subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the lessons and videos as I upload them. And be sure to check out the link in the description box below where you'll get the free tabs for this lesson. And you'll also get access to the backing tracks that we'll be playing over, as well as a lot more backing tracks covering a lot more tempos. So I'm going to pick up the guitar now and we're going to go through all of the sweeps that we'll be using throughout this lesson and putting them together in our chord progression. So I've basically just made a pretty standard chord progression. It's just going to go from 1 bar of C major to 1 bar of A minor. Does the same again, so C major to A minor, then to an F or an F6. We're just going to play it as an F chord though, and that's for 2 bars. Then it goes down to D minor, also for 2 bars, then to E minor, again for 2 bars, and then to a G7 for 2 bars. Play that all the way through. I might do it with bar chords instead, but just so you can hear how the progression goes. So C major to A minor, same again, C major to A minor, now to the F, 2 bars, D minor, 2 bars, arpeggios we're doing just basically follows that chord progression. So we're going to go C major to A minor first. So this is week 1 sweeps. So it does that twice. Now it's going to go to the F. Does this twice. To D minor. So again, it's still using that triplet pattern. So far everything we've done is triplets. So now onto the D minor. Do it twice. Now we're going to go to the E minor now. Now remember, this is where it goes into a quarter note, a 16th note pattern. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So it can feel a little bit strange to go from the triplet, 8th note triplet to the 16th note feel. So the pattern, do it twice, and then we're going to be going continuing with a 4th note pattern to go to the G7. So continuing with that 16th note pattern. And then hopefully you'll be able to get it to start again. So I'll just try and go through that nice and steady. I'm not doing it with a metronome, so my timing might go a little bit off on the triplets to the 16th notes, but I'll try and keep it in time as I can. So thanks very much for watching this series on getting started with sweep picking. I hope if you've gone through the entire lesson series and you've stuck to it for the 30-day challenge, that you'll have seen some vast improvements in your sweep picking. Don't worry too much if you didn't get through all of the actual individual exercises. The main idea behind this was, even if you just take one of the exercises and commit yourself to doing the challenge for 30 days, even if you're just doing it on one of these exercises, that you should see some vast improvements in your technical ability. And it should also help you to realise that sweep picking isn't quite as scary as you first might think. All it takes is a bit of focused time and energy. So as I've repeated a lot throughout this lesson, it is very much a case of just starting slow and making sure you are fully comfortable at every single tempo you try. So if you start at 60 BPM, make sure that everything you are doing is spot on and perfect before moving to the next tempo. Then when you do move to the next tempo, do the same thing again. Make sure that everything you're doing is accurate, spot on and perfect before moving on to the next tempo again. If you do it this way, you'll find that you'll learn the technique properly, and you'll actually find that you get to the speeds that you want to get to a lot quicker. And as I said at the beginning of this challenge, this challenge isn't to make you an expert on sweep picking, it's just to give you a good introduction to learn how to sweep pick and making sure you're doing it properly. So I do hope that you take the techniques that you've learned in this series and to take them where you want to take them. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with all the videos and lessons as I upload them. I'm going to leave you now with a playthrough of me playing the entire progression we've done in today's lesson, along with the backing track. And we'll see you next time.